I'll be honest, this is the morning after the big night, and I'm not sure what you're going to get. I'm not sure what I've got to give. So it'll be a discovery for both of us. What a week. What a week. And I was reflecting on this service and thinking how much do I need to script out? How much can I just speak to? And I decided to speak to all that we've been given. This week has not been an easy week. I mentioned that at last evening's service. Quite a bug has been going around, and boy, it had my number on Monday. And there was a time this week when I wasn't sure I'd be able to be here. And I had to miss the Blue Christmas service. And that was, a loss for me just because I wanted to be here. Just because I wanted to share in that. But you know, the Spirit was moving throughout the week, and that service came together. And it was what it needed to be here for the people of St. John and the leaders here at St. John. And you know, in that, I gained an extra day to kind of get my strength back. There was a time earlier in the week when the room was spinning, and I couldn't stand up straight. And so I remember praying, actually, a prayer that I was first introduced to me in a movie about Martin Luther. We have it in the library. I am yours, Lord, save me. I prayed that prayer this week. The room was moving around. I am yours, Lord, save me. It's an old psalm. And there's a scene in the movie Luther where Johann von Staupitz, Martin Luther's confessor, asks Luther, "Martin, what do you seek?" And Joseph Fiennes, who plays the character of Martin Luther, says, "I seek a merciful God, a God who I can love, who loves me." And Johann Staupitz says, "Martin, pray this prayer. Bind yourself to Christ. Pray this word, I am yours, save me." I did that this week. I'm not embarrassed to say it. And there was a sense of peace and calm and healing. I didn't start dancing right then, okay? Don't get me wrong. I drank a lot of Gatorade. There was still a lot of healing to do. It was a very personal thing, that prayer. And it got me to thinking about how personal this story is. And so last night when we had this text, "To you is born in the city of David the Christ, the one promised." That you is a very important you. Luther himself, and I quoted that, the angel doesn't simply say Christ is born, but for you he is born. God's love gets personal in the birth of this Jesus. God's love for you takes form in person in this child Christ. That's no small thing. And we wrestle with this idea of the mystery of God and who is this God? Well, that God is revealed to us in this Jesus Christ. Born where the animals sleep. The guest rooms are full. Born in the darkness, in the earthiness of our living. God begins this walk with humanity there. Born in vulnerability, born an infant, born in person. This Christ is God's gift for you. And it's personal. There's one thing about gifts that I realized the more I thought about this text. The gifts have to be received. If they pile up under the tree and they're never received, where's the fun in that? I believe we receive the gift of this Jesus in faith. I believe faith unwraps all that God gives in this story, in this Son. I believe this Jesus is our gift, your gift, to receive in faith. This day and every day. God walks with you. God goes ahead of you and before you and beside you. This God that we worship is a loving God who sustains you and protects you and keeps you. Even when the room is spinning just a little, God is there too. This story isn't a story of history. It's a story of now too. It's a story of what will be as well. It's the very best and most beautiful story the world has ever known. And that story is for you. Amen.